Hi beauties! A little while ago I made a video all about singing high and low and how to make it a little bit easier, but I made that video in German, which is great for my German fans and students and followers, but is not so helpful for the English speakers, as it happens. So I wanted to just go over a little bit what I was talking about in the video. And the principle is the idea of thinking low when you sing high and thinking high when you sing low. So it gives this sort of a counterbalance, so like an equal opposite reaction kind of idea that gives you something grounded to focus on when you go to an extreme in your range. So for instance, if I'm going to sing low, instead of kind of pressing downward and thinking downward, it kind of automatically kind of gets an unpleasant quality, I guess I would say. It doesn't have kind of that rounded, finished quality. So instead, I would probably think, and then I have a bigger range, first of all, going low. But second of all, it feels like it's coming from here instead of from here. And that's definitely always going to be the goal, is singing from here, sort of squeezing the tube of toothpaste. You don't squeeze it from the very top. You cut off everything if you do that. But if you squeeze it from the bottom, going upward, assuming this is the, I don't know, I've got toothpaste here. Assuming that this is the tip of the toothpaste, you're squeezing from here. So that gives you kind of a way to do that in a way that actually functions. And the same principle, and more importantly probably, because most people don't sing super low most of the time, is thinking about it for high notes. How to make my high notes easier is like the number one question that I get. And the answer is definitely thinking down. Every step higher is a step lower. Every single one is gonna be a step down, taking those front steps down. Imagine architecture. And so in your architecture of your singing, every time you're going up, down means grounded, means your feet are it's almost like your toes are curling into the floor because you're so grounded, you're so connected to the floor in your singing that it makes it feel easier. Whereas, and I'll show you the bad version as well because I think it's helpful to see when it doesn't work, an exaggeration. My larynx is going up, everything feels tense, I feel like I'm squeezing from here instead of engaging here. So if there's a squeeze or a press, it's only here, and the way to remind your body of that is by simply thinking high notes aren't high notes, they're low notes. And every step higher is actually just easier, even lower, and now lower. So it's a great way to think about any repertoire, whether you're a mezzo or a baritone or a tenor or a high soprano. We all have to sing high notes sometimes. So that's my advice, and that's the English version. I'm on today as Christine, so I'm having fun in the fancy dressing room at the Fox Theater. It's amazing here in Atlanta. Come see the show if you haven't already, and please send more questions. I'd love to answer them. I love to spread as much wisdom as I can out into the universe. Have a great day.